Hey guys, this is Chad with Thor's Day in Paradise. So I decided to kind of maybe go off on a little tangent from what I was speaking of, because there's multiple levels of truth to the same story, and I just kind of wanted to change it up a little bit. But I promise everything's leading up to something, to my awakening, and it's all relevant. So I'm gonna go back. I was 7 years old, 6, 7 years old, and I was getting visitations at night by the shadow people. I know it was happening to my mother as well, and it it got her to start going to church. But I remember laying in my bed and having this feeling of dread come over me, like I knew something was coming after me, and it would start at my feet, and I would get held down, and it would it was warm feeling. It would crawl up from my feet, and it would go through my entire body, and it would overtake my face. I could feel it, and I'd be thinking to myself, "Don't freak out, don't freak out, don't freak out. It's okay, nothing's wrong." But I'm a little kid, I don't know what's going on, and it would literally just kind of overtake my body, and I would just freak out, start yelling and crying and screaming, and my parents would run in, "What the fuck?" And they'd like shake me, "Baby, shake me. What are you doing?" No, they were cool. They were cool. But I never knew why that was happening, and I didn't know at the time. I talked to my mother about this years later, though, and that was during the same time she was getting these dark figures above her on her bed, and you know, I've after I woke up and after I've kind of got in this community and I've got friends that are awake and know a little bit, about what's going on and light working, being a light worker, and I've kind of heard the same stories with other people, and it has to do with being a light worker and trying to suppress it and get you to be super negative. Um, and then just growing up, I always had a feeling inside, and it's it's hard to explain. It's this feeling of light, something that just wants to come out, to expand, something from my heart. And I always knew something was a little bit different about me, but I don't know. I couldn't tell you what it was. I didn't know why I felt this way. And as I grew older, I thought it would maybe like my ego or something, but it was just this feeling I had. And I could not connect the feeling that I had that wanted to expand and come out of me. I could not connect that with my head. So I didn't know what was going on, and I didn't know why I had this feeling. And I drank a lot because of it, to suppress it. And I'm also an empath, so I pick up on all kinds of energy, and I'm really sensitive to things going on around me. And so I drank, and I did drugs to suppress this feeling. And it's not a good way to live, but I just didn't know what was going on.